Hi, this is Don McAllister, and welcome to another Screencast Online Tip of the Week video. Now, in this week's tip, I'm going to show you a very simple tip for changing emojis on both the Mac and iOS. One of my pet peeves is to receive emoji characters that haven't been personalized when they can be. So to personalize an emoji, well, let's first show you how to set up, or rather get into the emoji keyboard on the iPad. If I go into Messages, let's say I want to send a new message off to Don McAllister. If we just tap in the message box, we get the keyboard up. Now I have direct access to my emoji keyboard from this character down here at the bottom, the smiley face. If you don't see that, you might need to tap and hold to actually select the emoji keyboard if you have some alternate keyboards selected. But we'll select the emoji keyboard. Now I've got some frequently used, I've got smileys and people, etc. I can have a look at all these different emojis by tapping across the bottom. But let's go back to frequently used. If I just tap the first icon here, you'll see it pastes it in as a yellow hand. That's the OK symbol. However, if you tap and hold, you can actually personalize it to any of these different skin colors. So if I say, want that particular skin color, and then send that off, I know then that the person has actually not just sent me the default one, they've actually been in and personalized that particular emoji icon. And you'll find that most of the emojis that contain human elements can be personalized in this way. So I've got my thumbs up there, I can tap and hold, again change the skin color of any of these particular thumbs up. There's a lady here, I can tap and hold, and again I've got all these different variations, blondes, brunettes, etc., different skin tones that I can send. So very, very simple, very easy to go in and personalize your emojis on the iPad. Now it's the same on the iPhone. It's also the same on the Mac as well. If I just cross over to the Mac, I'm in my iMessage application here. If I want to select an emoji, I can either use the edit menu and then emoji and symbols, or I can use Control Command Space. Let's just use the menu option for now. Okay, smileys and people, etc. If I find one of the human elements, let's say this one here, click and hold, again, I can actually format it to any of these different skin tones. Let's go with that one. Say OK. Now this isn't the same for every single emoji, but normally those with human elements do allow you to have this level of customization. Let's find another one. Let's say this one here. Yep, click and hold. You can change any of these different skin tones and hair colors. So it's not extremely important, but it's sometimes nice to receive an emoji that has been personalized. If you want to learn more about using your Apple devices, there are over 700 full video tutorials available to Screencast Online members, covering all aspects of the Mac, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and even the Apple TV. Now, all full members receive a new Apple-related video tutorial each and every week, as well as a free subscription to the Screencast Online monthly magazine, packed with videos and articles on getting the most out of your Apple devices. Now, you can get your free 14-day trial membership over at screencastsonline.com, or check out some of the free content over on the SEO Showcase app on the iPad, iPhone, and Apple TV. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another tip, so I'll speak to you then.